squatting in my old flat and sleeping on floors in conservatories in.
Hello everyone, welcome to another interview. Sorry about this weird lighting because I'm not in the Magic Circle. I'm at VQ. This is a little hotel by the Euston Square station. Sometimes we come down here and they gave me a chance to film this, so this is what it is. And today I'm here with Stephen Simmons. Now Stephen Simmons is a member of the Magic Circle, and let's get into how he got into Magic. So let's talk about that first. How did you get into Magic?
I've loved Magic since I was a little boy. It's an old cliche of having a Magic set when I was a kid and progressing into it.
Was it a Marvin's Magic set?
Oh god, I can't remember the set now. I think I had the multicoloured cups and the balls and there's like a pen or a needle that you stick through a coin and very rudimentary.
Right. Okay, so it's kind of like a generic Magic set.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And then have you been doing Magic your whole life, or did you have another job?
So, I carried on with an interest as a hobby in Magic until I was about 16, 17 or so, and then took a backseat for quite a while, and I went off to university. I got kicked out of university, so then I went and started sofa surfing. I went to another university and I was kicked out of there again. And after that, I thought probably best pick the Magic back up. And so that's what I did. I started looking back into Magic and researching, and fell back in love with the art form. Yeah.
So you were in a lot of debts then, because if you were.
Yes, I do. Yeah, lots of debts.
So you said earlier, you told me earlier, you were kind of like homeless because you were sofa surfing.
Yeah, it was about 18 months. I was essentially sofa surfing, squatting in my old flat, and sleeping on floors in conservatories in wherever I could. Yeah, sofas.
Wow, so that was a crazy time then.
It was, yeah, and it was during that time that I fell back in love with Magic again, and I set myself a target of, I had various jobs up until that point, and I hated all of them, absolutely despised it. I hate working for other people. Yeah, it was a turning point in the middle of being quote unquote homeless that I wanted to take up Magic again, and started the drive and the energy and put all my focus behind that, and fortunately it worked out quite well.
Right. But then you started off with nightclubs. Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
All these nightclubs. This is in Southampton, I'm guessing, not in London.
Yeah, Portsmouth and Southampton. So where I was sort of, I guess the best term is squatting in Portsmouth.
Okay.
And then I moved to Southampton about a year after that. But yeah, essentially I went to every club, venue, bar, restaurant, everywhere I possibly could in the area. I used to walk miles and miles every single day, like up to 15 miles a day sometimes. And I would pitch my services. And to start with, I just said, can I come in? I'll go in and I'll show Magic to the bar staff and hopefully the management if they were there. And I'd say, come in, I'll perform for your guests for free for one night. Just give me a couple of beers. Okay. And that's how it started. And I went to so many clubs, it's a numbers game, and after a while some of them picked me up, and I got a residency with them, and then social proof grew.
And that's when you want to get more work privately also, the people see you.
Absolutely, that's how there was a transition between, because I was a resident magician at 4 nightclubs for about 4.5 years.
Wow.
And in the Southampton, Portsmouth, I totally dominated the nightclub circuit. There was no other magicians doing anything, and I was doing, 4 residencies, and then I would do like 7 or 8 other clubs would have me in for Freshers Week, a Christmas party, anniversary, special events, that sort of thing. And there's a really great income doing that, and I got old, started to transition off the back of doing the nightclub stuff into the corporate world and the wedding market. And
so was it mainly just because you didn't want to work too hard, or was it the money?
It was more that I didn't need it anymore. When I first started, I needed that residency, that regular income. I needed to work in nightclubs, and then as I progressed and I started marketing in the wedding market and the corporate market, I started to need the nightclubs less and less, and it got to a point where I'd do, a wedding in the afternoon, then a corporate event, and I was shattered by the time I get to my nightclub at 11 o'clock. So it got to a point where I'm not doing the nightclub anymore. It's too much.
I think I'm you a few years ago, so I'm still doing the nightclubs, I'm still doing the bars and residencies. But I guess if I did have a wedding and a corporate event, I wouldn't do the nightclubs and the bars and stuff. So I think I'm still at that point. So how did you get these corporate events and weddings? Is there a secret to it? Is that something would you like to share?
I think the real secret is social proof. essentially. I think that's the real secret behind it, is building up a market. So obviously if I'm a nightclub magician and I want to transition to corporate, I have to start getting corporate work. I have to start getting corporate photos, corporate videos, corporate testimonials.
So you change your entire brand.
Absolutely, I changed the entire brand around it. So I would, I mean, here's how I first got into corporate work, is I would do large charity events for free.
Okay.
So I'd offer to go and do a large charity event for free. These would often be done in big hotels. They're the kind of charity events that are charging £1,000 a ticket.
Right.
And they're more than happy to have a free magician come and do some stuff. And I said, I'll come and do some magic for free, but I want a good video testimonial at the end of it. I want to be able to bring my cameraman, and then I'd get photos, videos, a good video testimonial of me performing in a high-end corporate style hotel like a Hilton or something like that. And I'd use all of this and then make a whole section on my website and brand it towards that, and then with that I'd then go and approach corporate clients. So I'd give them a call or whatever. So yeah, it's effectively rebranding and proving to them in advance that I can deliver the goods.
That's so smart. You know, I get, and I'm sure a lot of you magicians out there do get a lot of these emails and calls from charity events that want a magician for free, and I usually turn them away. I usually say, sorry, I'm not that. But I like the way you did it, and you got something out of it, and now that's yours. So there you go. That's a learning lesson for me too. I shouldn't be saying no to some of these things if I could pitch it into a way where I can get something out of it.
I always think of everything as in ACE: assets, cash, and experience. So if I've got a performance, something's lined up, and I'm either going to get assets, cash, or experience out of it, I'm better off doing it than sitting at home. Even if it's a charity gig, I'm not getting paid for it, I can get the assets like photos and videos. I also get the experience of performing in front of people who have got the money to pay £1,000 for a seat. And of course, whilst I'm there, I'm making sure I'm giving out cards and marketing as much as I possibly can as well.
That's great. That's great advice. So there you go. That is fantastic advice for people who are watching this. So now, is that where you want to be, or do you want to have something, any other goals for the future?
So at the moment I'm doing the weddings and corporate, so I do that full time. I've just recently started a stage show, which was about 6 months ago, so it's still fairly in its infancy, but that is definitely something I want to grow and make bigger and larger as time goes on. So that's definitely a goal, to make that. Yeah, I mean, I've got a book coming out as well, and a new DVD recently, so I'm an avid note taker and an avid writer, so I love combining all this and just making little projects and then distributing it around to the magic community in the hope you might be able to learn something interesting or take something away from it.
That's great. So I think from what you heard was pure gold, and I'm sure I learned something from this, and I hope you do too. I'm going to leave Stephen's links in the description below, all his Instagram, your social media, where people can maybe even come to see your show if you
come see the show if there's anything I can help with. Anyone can contact me anytime on my email or Facebook. I've got absolutely no problem with chatting magic to anyone who's interested in magic.
Well, thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
It's a quick interview, but I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and comment on this video so I know you're watching and I can make more videos like this. Until next time, see you later. Bye bye.